Hello my crafty crew and welcome back. If you're new, hi, I am Di, this is Creative Comedy Design, and today I am sharing my process video behind week 27 of Project Life. If you haven't seen me do this before, this is a memory keeping project in Pocket Pages, and I am using trading card pages. These are super cheap, very budget friendly way to do Project Life or memory keeping. I can fit literally 9 photos on an 8.5 by 11 photo sheet of paper. But yeah, I absolutely love this project. So this is week 27, so you can see all of my photos and information here. For the kit, for the decorative stuff and all of that, I'm going to be using an old kit from Studio Calico. I think this was a July kit. I don't know what year it's from. I bought these last year in one of their sales. I think it was last year in one of their sales, and I've just like put it to one side, and I'm just like, okay, when it comes to summer of 2025, I can use this kit. So that's what I decided I was going to do. Now, because not a lot of the photos are from, I'm going to call it the outside. I'm not going to go with the outdoorsy theme, which has got a lot of like road trip and stuff like that. Like there's lots of like vacation-y type things in this kit, but I'm like, it's not really appropriate for this week. So what I am going to do is I'm going to choose some of the journaling cards from the kit. You can see here I've got like the striped one, the border striped one. I've got the grid. There's the white one with the summer days. Yeah, so I'm just going to choose some of the journaling cards and then a couple of filler cards. And I debated back and forth whether I wanted to use that big 07. I do end up using it. In hindsight, I kind of wish I haven't, because it's very distracting. But it's fine. I mean, I could actually just turn that around if something fits. This is the beauty of the Pocket Pages. If you don't like something later on, you can just change your mind. Just change your mind, take it out the pocket, put something else in. Anyway, so these are the photos that I'm using, and I'm just going to go over them as I normally do. So we're going to go over the photos first while I trim down all of the stuff to fit in my pockets. So on the top left, we've got the Alpha Stamp Ideas. That is one of the classes from Ali Edwards. It's a new class that she's recently done, and I signed up as soon as she announced it. Absolutely loving it. And you'll see that I do stamp on this spread. So it's just making me think about my stamps a bit more and trying to get my stamps used a bit more. So yes, absolutely loving it. If you are on the fence, I highly recommend. So next to that, there is a photo of my scrapbooks, my 12 by 12 scrapbooks. I have been trying to do, if you've seen my other videos, I've been trying to do one thing every day, at least one thing that just moves me forward with my goals. And one of those things was when I did my flip throughs of some of my 12 by 12 albums. I had one album, it was a 12 by 12 ring binder album, and it was basically full of layouts that were waiting to go into their home, is what I will say. So I actually finally just sat down, took all the layouts out and put them in their final homes. So everything is now in its home, which is fantastic. And now I have that 12 by 12 scrapbook rim binder that I can use for an actual memory keeping album. So that's fantastic. On the left, there is a little photo of the little storage shelf thing that we got for the bathroom, just to kind of corral some of the stuff off the counter. And then on the left, on the bottom, there's a picture of, it's just, Stella is just such a goof. So there's one of Stella on the middle, and then one of Cosmo on the right. Now the one of Stella in the middle is her just wiggling around on the floor. Like, she will do that. Like, I think some people call it like wormy worms. She will literally just wiggle around on the floor and have her best life wherever. And I literally mean wherever. She loves wiggling around on the grass, and yeah, it's just something that she does. And then she gets like a look on her face where you know that she's just in like complete bugger mode. But yeah, and then there's one of Cosmo. We got a new leash for Cosmo to try and stop him pulling. Heads up, it's not really working, but that is a photo of him there. On the right hand side, on the top there's a photo of me on the indoor bike. I mentioned in another video, but I've been trying to get back on the bike, and I did 15 minutes. Now let's bear in mind, I used to teach indoor cycling multiple times a week for an hour long at a time. I've taught back-to-back classes, but I'm so out of condition with it that I did 15 minutes, my legs felt like jelly. So we got a long ways to go, and that's okay. There's the book that I read, Machine Vendetta by Alistair Reynolds. That is the last in the trilogy, I believe. So I've got that there. I'm going to do the same treatment with that as I did last week, in having a little 2x2 pocket on top of the page protector, which you'll see me do in a bit. And then there's a photo of my husband and one of the new kitchen lights in the background. So you can see that in the background. And then there is, on the right hand side, there's a little photo of Stella in the dog bed. Now this is a dog bed that we've had when we first got her. She came, because she was a rescue, she came with that dog bag, and it's far too small for her. Like, it's far too small, but she absolutely loves it. There's no way we can get rid of it. She loves it. Cosmo did have that when he was a puppy as well. So, but my husband has been like tidying up and reorganizing his home office, and now he's got enough room to put the dog bed in there. And she is loving being in there with her daddy. Absolutely loves it. And she'll just like go to the door and she'll just like wiggle as she goes in, like, oh, look at me, I can go in daddy's office and have a lay down and a sleep in daddy's office. She's such a funny girl. And then on the bottom, on that right hand side, there's a photo you can't see right now. There's a photo of me in the car, and I am just doing a big smile because I reached level 45 in Pokemon Go, which was a very big grind from 44 to 45, absolute grind. So, and then I've got the screenshot of that just so that I have it in my project life. I think when I came back to Pokemon Go, I was level 43, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to ask Rini, but I think I was level 43. 42 or 43. And now I'm level 45, going on to 46. So you can see here, as I've been talking, I've been doing the stamping for the journal cards, and I've been currently doing the stamping for the dates. Again, like, I used to do the dates on sticker paper. I don't know why I forgot that I had a rolling stamp, but yeah, I got a rolling stamp. Why not use that? Get some more stamping done, right? So you can see me here. I've got all of the journaling cards stamped, and I have been doing the little vellum numbers that I stamped ages ago, but I just decided that today I'm just going to stamp straight on the journal card. So that's what I did. I just stamped onto the journal card the 27 for week 27. So that is week 27, and that is my journal card. In hindsight, I just felt like it needed some color on that 27. So you do see me later color that in I think red or orange, I can't remember, but yeah, I do that later. So you can see I've put on some little journal spots on some of the photos just so that the photos have some context, and then I'm going to journal on all of the little journal cards. And I do flip back and forth over whether I'm going to use these little stickers or not. I just couldn't find anything that really, I don't know. It's very hard for me when I'm dealing with physical products like this, because I'm used to dealing with printables that I can change the size of. And because there was some stuff that I was like, I like this, but it's just either too big or too small. Too big or too small. There was no in between. So yeah, I'm just like, yeah, let's put some more of the little half circles on. I think I end up putting like 5 half circles on, and then I'm just like putting those on with a little tiny attacher stapler. But yeah, I struggled big time. And again, I think it was just because I'm used to printables and being able to change the colors on things, change the size on things, and, you know, flip things around and stuff like that. I'm not gonna let you, I'm not gonna subject you, should I say, to me journaling on all of the cards, mostly because my hand was cramping up and stuff, and it just, yeah. And also, it was really hot when I was filming this, and my forearm kept sticking to the desk. I just got nothing. Like sometimes it's like crafting is a struggle. So I'm going to get the little 2x2 pocket. Now I'm going to use one, and I did this last week, and I do love it. It's just so good. So it's a little 2x2 pocket from the big pocket pages. These are coin pocket pages. So they're not like the scrapbooking ones. These are just little coin holder type things, and they're little offcuts. And so I just take a little 2x2 pocket from there, put some red line tape on the back, and then I'm just going to adhere that straight onto the page protector. Now, last week, this is the bit that you didn't see, is that I took some stickers, little asterisk stickers, from, I think this is the seasonal book, and I put it on as a little cluster on the little half circles and the journal spots. I put a couple on the title page card, I don't say page, the title card where the 27 is, just to bring in some of the colors over there. I'm not sure that I like it, but we're going to go with it. So yeah, I just put some of the colors, like dotted it about here and there. Some yellow ones, a couple of the blue ones, and I think a red one. So yeah, it just adds a little something to that little cluster. It just breaks it up a little bit. I don't know, I got nothing. It just breaks it up a little bit. And I just felt with that fun card on the bottom right, I needed a bit more color everywhere else. Now you'll see me put in that 07 card. I do take that out later and put a little, like a journal strip on the bottom there. But yeah, this is how this goes. And you can see me here. I just put that in, and I'm like, yeah, I've got a little white area there that needs something. Now this little drawer here, I did this one day last week, I don't know when it was, where I took a sheet of sticker paper and I just took all of my little stamps with little sayings on, and I just stamped a bunch. I've got like family, loving this, and as you can see here, one day at a time, just some little word strips that I know that I would like for Project Life, and that's where they're going to live. They're all going to live in there. So I did that last week at some point, and highly recommend, because then they're done. Then they're done, and I don't have to think about it. So you can see me here, I'm trying to find a pen that will work for colouring in this 27. And I think I settled on one that I bought from IKEA. Again, you don't think of IKEA for like office supplies, like stationery, but these were in the kids section. They were literally on sale for like $3 for like 24 pens. Like, it was just a bargain. So yeah, I'm always down for that, and they're fairly good pens as well. They're good coverage. So yep, I'm just going to put those back, and then I think I call it pretty much done. And I'm just like, I need a little bit of yellow on that title card, and then I call it done. There's always something. Oh, and then I'm going to journal on the back of the book review and put all of that on the back of there. Again, I'm just going to skip forward through that because you don't need to see me writing. And then last week when I did this, I put like a out of 5 review. So I'm going to put 4 stars in the stickers, and then I get out one of my stencils and I do the last star, like 4 out of 5. The last star, I just do it in pen. And then I call it done. That is it, done. So I'm going to give you a close-up so that you can see in detail each of the pockets. And then it all goes into the album. This is going to be my second album. It's going to be part 2 of 2025. I thought it would all fit in one. It's not going to. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!